ladies. So today I wanted to dive in to talking about resources you have available to you during the postpartum period or your fourth trimester, which is a really, really sensitive time. I think going through pregnancy and labor and then having a baby placed in your arms to take care of can be really overwhelming, in addition to trying to recover from a birth, a possible traumatic experience, taking care of other little kiddos at home, maintaining a home. It can be a really overwhelming time. And if you have some extra things in place, it can be really helpful and can really benefit you. One of the recommendations that I have for my clients, especially the ones that are breast or chest feeding, is bed sharing. And I know this is not a common thing that you hear a lot in social media or in the news. It's a lot of scary things that they kind of throw at you and encourage you not to bed share. But bed sharing can actually be done safely and can really benefit the baby and the birthing person. So I always hand out this article. It's called the Safe Sleep 7, and it gives recommendations on how to co-sleep and in a safe way. So most of the time parents, they don't want to sleep in bed with their baby because they're told not to. So they take their baby and they go out and they sit on the sofa, or they, sit on the couch in a chair. And what happens is they end up falling asleep anyway because you're so sleep deprived and just so exhausted. So as soon as baby gets settled, you kind of doze off, and then the baby can fall into cracks and little spaces that they're not meant to be in. And that's when the scary things happen. So the Safe Sleep 7 article kind of lays out a guideline of how to share a bed with your newborn and to make sure that they're safe. So doing things like rolling up a towel and putting it on the edge of the bed, just for that extra barrier that they're not going to roll out of the bed. So I'm going to give you that article because I think it's really, really helpful, and it's a really great resource for you to have. Another great thing to have kind of in your back pocket is baby wearing. Baby wearing is I feel like it's more common than it used to be in America. We were kind of told at one point to put our babies down and not to hold them because that spoils them, which is crazy. But baby wearing can be really, really great for a number of reasons. One, it can help reduce stress because your baby most likely isn't going to be crying as much because they're going to be right on your chest, which is where they're used to being. They're used to being in your womb and feeling your touch and feeling your heartbeat and your breathing rhythm. So right on the chest is going to feel really, really safe to them. So that will help them cry less, and that will help you not be so stressed. So that's a really one benefit to it. Another thing is bonding, just being skin to skin. You can baby wear without a shirt on, and baby can be right up close to your skin. This can also help with milk production, but really bonding in those early days of postpartum. The fourth trimester can be pretty brutal on us, and we want our babies to be really close. We don't want our babies to be in a separate room. Actually, it's one of the things that the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends. They don't recommend bed sharing, so that is one piece to know, but they do recommend room sharing. So they don't want your baby to be far from you, even if they don't want to stay to bed share. They want your baby to be nice and close. So baby wearing and bed sharing or room sharing is another option to have. So that would be having your baby right there in a bassinet so you can help them throughout the night, or actually having your baby on you throughout the day. They don't want you to put your baby in the nursery and leave them. So baby wearing is a really great option. And the last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about would be a postpartum doula. So postpartum doulas are not, everyone always likes to say, well, what do they do? Because don't doulas just help with the delivery, help you with different, positions and things like that to get your baby out? And they do, and doulas are amazing, but postpartum doulas, I think, can be even more significant and impactful in your story, especially if you have children at home. Postpartum doulas can help with siblings. They can help in the household. So that can mean cleaning, doing laundry, doing dishes, things like that. All the things that you really, really don't have time for during that 4th trimester postpartum period, where really sleep, nutrition, and hydration and feeding your baby are the most important things. So they can be extremely helpful. Another thing that is beneficial to having a postpartum doula is just your overall health and your hygiene. So again, you'll be able to spend more time eating, more time hydrating, actually being able to take a shower and take care of your body, your physical needs, which are always the first thing to go when you're taking care of a newborn that has a ton of needs. So yeah, they can improve stress level, improve self-care, and then they can also help to reduce postpartum depression. So if you're not getting a lot of sleep at night or during the day, if you aren't breastfeeding at night, or even if you are, you can nurse your baby, and then if your baby isn't settled, they can take the baby and kind of walk them around the house and soothe them and put them back to sleep at night. So that's a benefit. You'll be able to get more sleep throughout the night, and during the day, you'll be able to take those naps to really get the 8 to 10 hours of sleep that you really need during postpartum. And most people really get like 3, maybe 3 to 4 throughout like a 24-hour period. So I hope this helps, and I hope this provides more tools for you as you go into your postpartum recovery and your postpartum journey. There's so many tools out there to help you that aren't really talked about a lot. So these 3 things, a postpartum doula, baby wearing, and bed sharing, can really change the course of your postpartum recovery and help on an emotional level and physical level.